Good morning, everyone. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today is July 14th. It's Bastille Day. If you feel revolutionary, that's wonderful. I'm going to go home after this and watch the bicycle races in Tour de France. That's one of my joys of the summertime. Below Bonadori, though. So we're glad to have you here, and we will start our service with a different gatha or chant. It's called Shoshin-ge, Sofu style. So it's on page 34 of your service book. Page 34.
Can I ask that everyone please put your hands together in gassho or bow your head in contemplation and respect as we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namon Nox, Namon Nox, Namon Nox, Namon. 農発一年喜愛心不難本の徳根藩凡上逆法再へ入女主子入会一味世主信仰上昇後異の水波無明暗都内心臓死運無上不真実新人天非尿に興奮無無しげ妙無暗逆心謙虚大狂気即応超絶合悪臭一切全幕本部に門地如来偶然願仏言口内生下者善人名踏んだりけみな仏本願念仏邪見教満なく修行信行十字人に難難中止難昔インド祭天地論下中華自治域市構想県内小構成小位妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両が千一種合妙難天竺入住内自主統制質の在派有無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事象安楽賢治難行六六信行異行指導楽億年皆仏本願自念即時入必上有意の上昇如来語応報内偶然音天神菩薩造論説奇妙無下光如来永衆たら見真実後世の超大誓願こういう本願に消えこう理の群上昇一心記入苦の内崩壊筆逆入大へ収集特使蓮華造世界即小信如法精進有本の林源人図入生寺音寺を下本地どんな両天地 南小菩薩来三蔵ルシ十条教凡上専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下法道因果見世願法言ねこゆたり少女死入意信心惑前本部信心ポツ承知承知即涅槃一心無量光明道小修上回復家同社結晶道難所有意明浄土活入万全自力変言中円満特合感染症三不三珍慶を増末法滅道品一生増悪地偶税死安女害称名化全道独名部所意公愛上三女逆悪公名名語家に年介入本願大地界幼者少女今後心狂気一年相応語用意大東逆三人即小法小市上楽現進公開一大教返帰安女化日祭先祖終身反戦人法家二度小弁入極重悪に入意小物が薬剤摂取中煩悩証言追不見大無見上昇が本資源空明仏教連民全幕本無人心中教書公編集戦弱本願具悪性現代生じ輪年下決議上位少子即入弱上無意楽一心自利の入空境内自習しと上際無変極上悪同族自主具の心有意化心し高嘘説 Can I ask everyone to please turn to page 52 as we end the Shoshin number together? Nama Can I ask everyone to please put your hands together in God's show or bow your head in contemplation and respect as we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Nuts, Namo Nuts, Namo Nuts, Namo Nuts.
Will those of you who are able, please rise. We will have the three treasures on page 3, and please remain standing for the song or gatha that follows. Am I coming through okay? Okay, it sounds a little quiet back here. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken with it our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Wait for Ruth to get over to the piano? Okay, good. So our gatha, our song, is When We See the Golden Sun, which is pretty appropriate for a sunny day like today. It's on page 183. 183. Thank you. You may be seated. And now we will have our Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask everyone to please put your hands together in God's show, bow your head in contemplation and respect as we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Nuts, Namo Nuts, Namo. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are a little awake now. I apologize. I changed the sutra chanting a little impromptu, but I have a reasoning for it, and I will explain it today. But I also just want to check in with you all, make sure that you guys are staying hydrated as it's getting warmer, as well as we love the sun. We love, again, the Northwest, hardly get to see it. But please be careful when you go out. Please make sure that you put on sunscreen. Please make sure that if you go out to make sure you, well, again, stay hydrated. But you're able to find somewhere cool afterwards to relax. So hopefully you all are taking care of yourselves this summer as we continue to, I assume, get hotter weather. Especially now that Obon is around the corner. We'll be outside dancing. That also means that you need to hydrate and make sure you stay cool during that time as well. So I encourage you all, if you guys aren't doing that, to start this practice so that we can have a fun and safe Obon season with everyone here. So today, I wanted to talk about why we did the Shoshin Namitsuge today. And yes, it is very long, and I do have to say, it's not that I hate these books, it's I don't like them. And part of that is because we stopped right in the middle of everything, correct? But technically we didn't. Because the Shoshin Namitsuge, where we stopped, is the end of the Shoshin Namitsuge. It's a separate document from what comes after, which is the Nembutsu Wasan. So just letting you know, when that happens, I'm cutting the document where it's supposed to be cut. Okay? But part of the reason why I want to talk about this is because I wanted to talk about memorial services. And part of this is because of Obon. Part of it is because I don't think us in America observe it as frequently than they do in Japan. And yes, the religious culture is different from Japan and America. I'm not saying we should adopt everything that is done in Japan, but we should also learn why they do those cultural differences, why they do things in Japan and why we don't do it in America. And one of the things that didn't really translate over is the monthly memorial services we have for the leaders of our sect of Buddhism. So the monthly services, there are 4 designated days for monthly services for 4 of the leaders. Well, technically 5, but 4 of those days are memorial services days. And according to Honzan, or the head temple in Japan, these 4 days, you're supposed to do a certain chant and a certain service, I guess, in general. And that service is chanting the Shoshin Namitsuge. Following the Shoshin Namitsuge, which is traditionally chanted Gyofu during that time, we did Sofu today. Gyofu, I'm hoping to introduce to you guys next month. And after the chanting of the Shoshin Namitsuge Gyofu, we do the Nembutsu Wasan, which is the part that we didn't chant today. And the Nembutsu Wasan changes daily, which is why we, in America, just focus on one set of Wasan, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. It's better to be proficient in one set than try to, spread yourself thin. After the chanting of the Nembutsu Wasan, there is usually a Dharma message. Usually 5-10 minutes. I apologize, this is going to be a little than 5 to 10 minutes. Dharma message, followed by the reading of the Gobunsho, which is the letters written by Renyo Shonin, who is the 8th head of the school of Buddhism. Renyo Shonin is the one that is your left, portrait on your left, stage right. We read his letters, and then usually they recite Ryogemon, which is, I think they translate it to Joro Shinshu Creed? Or some other, sorry, I have to really look at the translations in the thing, but what we call the Ryogemon is usually read at the very end. Now, not many temples do this, these memorial services. And part of the reason why, again, is the cultural differences between Japan and America. In Japan, you could go to a service, especially a morning service, any time of the week. It is open, especially the main temple in Japan, is open every day. In America, we tend to just congregate on Sundays because American culture says that Sunday is the Lord's Day, right? And thus, people go to church on Sundays. So Sundays tends to be the only day that we tend to congregate, which is totally fine because most people work Monday through Friday anyways, so it's hard to come in. And then Saturdays is fun days. But I wanted to tell you about these memorial services because they are very important to our school of Buddhism. Right? If these leaders did not appear in our history, or just did not appear in general, we wouldn't be here today. So one of the first examples, and I'm doing only two, one of the first examples of the memorial services that we do monthly, or we're supposed to do monthly, is the memorial service for Shinan Shonin, who is the one who composed the Shoshin Nembutsuge, what we chanted today, as well as the Nabutu Wasan, which is, again, separate documents. Shinan Shonin, the founder of Jodo Shinshu, is, sorry to everyone that's online, behind this podium, this picture on the right-hand side, or stage left. And Shinan Shonin passed away on the solstice calendar of January 16th. The lunar calendar, it's November 28th. So in our school of Buddhism, Jodo Shinshu Nishihon Ganji, we go by the solstice calendar. And so Shinan Shonin passed away on the 16th of January. Thus, our head temple has designated that the 16th of every month is the memorial service day for Shinan Shonin. And it is the reason why I have Japanese services every other month on the 16th, or I try to do it on the 16th, because it is a way for us to observe this memorial service. So I'm probably saying this because we will be having a Japanese service this Tuesday, which will be the 16th. That day is Shinan Shonin's memorial service day. So we will chant the Shoshin Nembutsuge, Shoshin Nembutsuge, maybe Sofu, do the Nembutsu Wasan, do a Dharma message, then read a letter from Renyo Shonin's letters. Right? It's important for us, for our school of Buddhism, to remember the person who didn't want to start this school of Buddhism, right? Because the important thing is that Shinan Shonin didn't want to start a new school of Buddhism. After he passed, people decided to start congregating around his teachings, and that's how the school was born. Right. The second day I want to talk to you about is the memorial service day for Renyo Shonin, who, again, is the eighth head of our school of Buddhism, the one on your left. And that same day is the memorial service for the most recent Monshu who has passed. Monshu is the head of our school of Buddhism. And that person is Shonyo Shonin. It is the 23rd. He was the 23rd, is the 23rd head of our school of Buddhism, and he is the grandfather of the current head of our school. Denyo Shonin and Shonyo Shonin both passed away on the 14th of the month. I apologize, I don't know exactly what month. I'm really bad with days, even days of the week, so. But the 14th of the month, right? Today's the 14th of the month. That is the reason why we had to do, I elected us to do the Shoshin Nembutsuge because it is the memorial service for Denyo Shoni and Shonyo Shoni. And a part of this is also a nice little plug for the Northwest Convention because the Northwest Convention is from Friday the 13th to Sunday the 15th, which means that Saturday the 14th, we will be doing a morning service for the memorial service for Denyo Shonin and Shonyo Shonin. And that day we will be chanting the Shoshin Nembutsuge Gyofu with the Wasan of the day, followed by a Dharma message, and then the reading of the Gobunsho or the letters of Renyo. So we will be doing a memorial service during the Northwest Convention. So if you would be interested to do the full service, which altogether should only take 45 minutes, please join us, because it is an amazing thing to be a part of. And again, to get us ready for it, I will try my best to remember to introduce Gyofu style to you all. And maybe it might be a longer service, and if you want to try the newer wasans, we can that day. Because the interesting thing that we do in America is that we do the same chants over and over and over and over again. I'm not saying that it's something that we shouldn't do. I'm saying, as a minister, it gets a little boring. I like to be on my feet a little bit. And so to introduce something that you do not know or do not know is done, I think is a part of what my job is, to teach you things that Shinran Chonin taught that we don't teach about. And so going over these wasan too would be interesting because each of the wasan has different meanings, a different reason why they're written. And so it is a way for us to come in contact with a teaching that we haven't been in contact with. And I think that is why I will be trying my best to, if a Sunday lands on the 14th, 16th, and the 2 other days are the 23rd and the 27th of the month, don't be surprised if we do the Shoshi Nembutsuge again or the Nembutsu Wasan. Because it is a way for us to remember that our school of Buddhism would not be here, most likely would not be here, if those 5 people never lived. And I think that is important for our school of Buddhism. Also for us to remember as we go into the Obon season, as we remember our ancestors and our friends who have passed, who have affected us deeply, and thus affected everyone else around us. I think that is a very important thing to do. So I apologize, this is a longer service than you anticipated, but hopefully it was a different service and you're able to appreciate the next time we do decide to do this service, a service with the Shoshi Nembutsuge or the Nembutsu Wasan. Okay? And please join us if you're ever registered, if you're already registered to the Northwest Convention, to join us Saturday morning for or what we call the oasaji, which literally translates to morning service. Okay. So, in closing, can I ask us to please put our hands together in gassho, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in the Amida Buddha in gratitude. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo nuts, namo nuts, namo nuts.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma talk and probably like an infomercial telling us what coming events are going to be happening with us. We appreciate that. So, if those of you are able, please rise and we will have the Gatha, our song, Odoku-san. You'll find that on page 153 and 154 of your service book for those of you who want to read Japanese. Please turn to page 8 of your service book for the daily created Jodo Shinshu. Read along with me, please. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, 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 Namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. Are there any first-time guests who would like to make themselves known? It's not it's an option. It's not. Oh, wonderful. Good to have you up here. Thank you. So, time for announcements, and many of them you'll find on the yellow sheet. You can find on the table outside. We also have emphasis from live people.
This is just to remind people that our Abonadori is less than 2 weeks away. There's a sign-up sheet if you would like to volunteer, and there's plenty of spots. We need dishwashers. So. Also, ABA is having a Mariners ticket, a Mariners game field trip on August 28th, I believe. There's a sign-up sheet on the back. You're welcome to come. I guess that's it. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Since I haven't been here very much, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Norma Gainty. my 82-year-old body just doesn't allow me to do all the things I want to do. I am here to ask for help, as usual. I am chairing the break room, and Chiho Puyut is very, very nice and sweet to help me. I need help, or we need help. There's a sign-up sheet in the back on the bulletin board, so if you can, and I know all of us are stretched to help for Bonodori. By the way, the break room is for Bonodori. So if you can bring something in on the Saturday, on the 27th, I would really appreciate it. If you can tell me ahead of time, that would be great. So we can, make up whatever we need to do. The other thing is, if it's just Chiho and myself manning that. And so if you are available and feel like it, please stop and help. Now, you're welcome to eat, but also if you can help, I would appreciate it. Before I agreed to be chair for this break room, I volunteered to be the bouncer for the beer garden. I know everybody thinks that it's an ID taker. Well, bouncer fits better for me. So I've got the 4 to 6 shift, and so if you're available and can help Chiho, I would really appreciate it even more. All right? So I know it's hot, and I know it's sunny, and this is getting to be, and I don't mean to be so long, but what the heck? I haven't been here for so long, yeah. So have a good day, have a good week, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the 27th. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning. Just want to thank everybody who came out yesterday to help with the mochi and manju making. We had lots of help, and thank you very much. Mochi manju came out very nice, so thank you for doing that. Also, on the yellow announcement sheet has on here that Seattle Betsuin is looking for help for their Bonodori next weekend, but please, we have so few members. We need help next Sunday here to set up, get all the stuff out of the garage for Arrowbone. So if you have time besides helping us, you're welcome to help them. But please consider us first because we just don't have the bodies here. Also, there are still some ice cream bars, ice cream treats in the freezer in the multi-purpose room. I'll put them out, but please take them because we need the freezer space tomorrow next weekend when we make pies. So whatever doesn't go, I want people to just take them or take them home, whatever. So let's see, what else did I have? I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, again. I really appreciate everybody coming out. Like Norma says, everybody's, doing double duty, really stretched to help. So if you have friends who would like to help, and we are very appreciative of all the friends who come out and help us because we couldn't do it without all of their help. So again, the thing that's not on the sign-up sheet is we need runners. So somebody can go to the kitchen and get things and get it to the booth. That would be really helpful. So even if somebody can only help for an hour or two, that would be very helpful. So thank you.
Last time I'm going to announce this. On your sheet, there is, I believe, I didn't look at it, but there should be an announcement saying that today is the deadline to fill out and submit the Kieshiki forms on the Northwest District Convention website. So today, July 14th, when it gets to 11:59 p.m., should close. Okay. I do say that if you end up missing this deadline, please email me personally, and I will see what I can do to make sure if you want to do the kieshiki. Right? the Savannah affirmation ceremony in which you do decide to be a Buddhist, right? This is your affirmation to be a Buddhist and to receive a Buddhist name, then please sign up today. If you aren't able to sign up today, please sign up. Please sign up. Please contact me to sign up after the deadline date closes. Okay, after today. Okay, and then just really quickly, I do see it on here. 今週の火曜日にまた日本語法要をしますので、はい、お願いします。また午前11時に皆さんと親鸞上人の見教えを一緒に聞きましょう。はい、お願いします。
All right, well, that brings us to the end of our service. After we are done here, you're welcome to come up and make oshoko or offering at the incense burner. That doesn't obligate you in any way. It's just a sign of respect and appreciation. So we have closing words. Some of you know them, some of you don't. Just go ahead and recite them. If you know them, join in. If not, just listen. My life is not only my life, but the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Idabats, Namo Idabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you very much for attending. As Shar, the president, said, there will be ice cream. I guess you'll put it out in the back, or so please take it. I mean, we don't want it to go to waste. I mean, it'll go to waste, but we want that kind of waste rather than putting it in a dumpster. So thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time.